Hey guys and gals, I'm Pal, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. When we last left off, I got a bit carried away with my recording session. It was supposed to be 3 episodes, it was supposed to be 3 hours, ended up being around 4.5, which meant that I had to turn it into 4 episodes. But in the meantime, you have been very productive in the comments. I don't think we have gotten this many suggestions of paths I can take, things I can do, since the Let's Play began. And so today I have a gigantic list of things to cover, but it starts with something I discovered, which is this rock. I am directly above the Spring of Courage, which we uncovered last episode towards the end. And there's a Korok, because there's always a Korok. This is Breath of the Wild. How do you not know that? So today, oh man, I have so many things to do, so many things to cross off this list. But first, I think I want to explore this dragon's head just a little bit more. There might be something else on it, maybe a chest, maybe not a Korok seed since we just got one, or it could just be nothing. It could just be Lizalfos. So the first thing that I would like to cover on this list is actually man, it was the direction that I thought we should go next episode, and I figured that we should get that done first, because everything else just kind of takes us well out of our intended path. So I think we're going to start by going, oh man, we're going to be going back to Cora Lake. There are 2 loose ends, which you guys told me I missed. The first one is a Korok seed, which is rather trivial, but it answers a question which I had about this area, about Cora Lake. It's right below the tower, and there wasn't really a purpose for this lake. But apparently, besides there being a Poe, there's a Korok puzzle on the side of the cliff. Here. Let me first... There are 2 of them, actually. Let me first kill him, just so he's not bothering us. But then, apparently it's... Is it there? Is that it? No. Certainly... That's not it. That hurt. Is that... Wait a minute. Oh, wow. That is well hidden. That is very well hidden. Okay, so we have the block, but where is... No, don't fall down. But where is the puzzle? Oh! Found it! That was well hidden. How did I miss that? I can barely even see it now. In fact, I lost it again. There, okay. In fact, we're doing that. I don't want to miss that again. That's impressive. It's also tiny, and I have no reference marker, but I'm gonna assume that they want me to make a cross. Oh. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. This is the reference. I was wondering, maybe there's a reference around here that I can use to solve the puzzle. No, that was the reference. In there, and Korok seed. I've never had to work for something so hard in my life. Goodness. Thank you, commenter. I now have a Korok seed. Oh! Bye! Oh, this is another thing you guys have told me about. This is not, actually, I'm not here for this, but you told me about it. So I can switch to Magnesis, and I can throw a boomerang. Hopefully I don't lose this. Missed. And now I have a spinning blade of death. Eventually it will stop, but for now I am Saw. And it does a lot of damage. Wow. This is so cool. Just one of the many amazing things you can do with Breath of the Wild. And I'm so impressed they thought of this. And it makes boomerangs infinitely cooler. So as we walk to the part, you know, the reason why I'm actually here, let's see how long it takes for this boomerang to spin down. Okay, so this boomerang is still not spinning down, which means... Oh, wait. Oh, it just did. Well, it took a long time, so that's a cool thing I can do in the future. Why is this rock here? Not a Korok. Got it. So, when we were here last, you were very quick to point out that on this bridge, or on this gate, somewhere, is it this gate? It may not be this gate. There's a missing chunk, and I think we can even see it in the episode. And something happens, something cool happens if you stand inside that chunk. That's about halfway up the wall. So, there's a chunk that is missing from the wall. And if you stand in it, apparently the game doesn't know what to do. Oh, wow. You were right. That is neat. So the lighting, actually no, that's not it. That's not it at all. So we can kind of get it from this angle. The cell shading on Link disappears. If I can zoom in here and post, you'll see that Link looks a lot different. He looks almost shiny, or like a clay model. And that's because there is a layer of shading missing when you stand inside this chunk, which means that he's not necessarily being rendered properly. And so you're seeing him without, or maybe not rendered properly, but there is a layer of rendering that's missing whenever I do this, which makes it look like a bare bones model, almost like some things you see at E3 demos. So you can see the difference there to there, and it's just really cool. I'm guessing that is because this layer, this kind of outline on Link, isn't present on every object. Like, if you look at the ground, it's not on the ground, it's not on this rock, but it is on Link. So when you stand up there, because the game isn't being told to, or rather it has a layer saying, you know, do not render this quality here, they didn't indent this to match the wall, and so when Link stands in here, it doesn't render it. Either that, or maybe that's just what happens when sunlight doesn't hit Link. But I believe what I said is correct. But that's something cool. That's cool. I am perfectly happy and content going out of my way to show that off in an episode. So thank you, commenter, for mentioning that. I'm now interested to see if there are other places in the game where that glitch takes effect. The Lanayru Promenade, a place that you guys told me I missed something in. Apparently, on the east, so the place that we've already been, there is a memory. So let's find that. There's also, this is a good chance to explore this area a little bit more fully, because we kind of just ran through it. So there are likely Koroks or just treasures or enemies that I can see that I didn't really get to see the last time. Run over here looking for that familiar golden glow, because whenever there's a place that you have nostalgia for, it actually glows gold. This is scientifically accurate, and if you say otherwise, I will, you know, ban you from my comments. It's no problem for me. It's just a click of a button. Please don't do what I think you're going to do. Okay, let's see. With my sky-high stealth, I should be able to sneak up on this guy, but it's looking like that's not happening. So let's do this the intelligent way, because that is my build. I am the tactician, as you have acclaimed me to be. I tactile things like no one's business. So my plan here is honestly just fly behind that guy and get a stealth attack. Done. I am the tactician, and he has been tactiled. Where is this memory? Now that I'm done making up words and killing low-level enemies, where is this memory? Lanayru Road East Gate. That's good to know. That means I'm in the right area. Memory. Right there. That golden glow. Link smells his memory. When he made this memory, a bit of his brain leaked out onto the ground, and from his Wolf Link sense, he knows that this is where he had a memory. He had a moment here. His brain leaked out, like, that's how it happened. That's how it happened to me. Let's equip our Master Sword just for thematics, and let's enter this memory. Why is his man bun wiggling?
Well, don't keep us in suspense. How'd everything go up there on the mountain?
So you didn't feel anything? No power at all?
I'm sorry now.
Then let's move on. You've done all you could. Feeling sorry for yourself won't be of any help. After all, it's not like your last shot was up there on Mount Linnea. Anything could finally spark the power to seal Ganon away. We just have to keep looking for that thing.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
If I may, I thought you... Well, I'm not sure how to put this into words. I'm actually quite embarrassed to say it. But I was thinking about what I do when I'm healing. You know, what usually goes through my mind. It helps when I think about...
Let's stop wasting time. We're gonna need everything we got to take that thing down. Now, champions, through your divine beasts, show that swirling swine who's boss. Link will need to meet Ganon head-on when we attack. This needs to be a unified assault. Little guy, you get to Hyrule Castle. You can count on us for support, but it's up to you to pound Ganon into oblivion.
Come, we should go. We need to get you someplace safe.
No. I'm not a child anymore. I may not be much use in the battlefield. But there must be something I can do to help.
And we're back. So, Falco is what I'm going to call him until I actually know his name. You guys can probably tell me in the comments. But Falco, do you see that little look he gave Link when they told him to get to the castle? I have a feeling when we get and finally meet his spirit, he is not going to like us. He seemed kind of testy, so that'll be an angle we'll have to cover at some point. Are you really running towards me? I am running away, actually. I was gonna say I'm Link, but no, that's not. No. I'm stealthy. I'm stealthy. You don't see anything. I'm just gonna get these peppers, and I don't know, maybe walk up and pet you because I'm so stinking close. Oh, there are more peppers. There are peppers everywhere here. In fact, whenever I see a thing like this, I put a pot there. Also, you guys have been telling me I should be taking pictures of things. White-maned Lionel. Maybe then I can find out what I'm facing instead of just saying, oh, is that a silver-maned Lionel? Is that a silver-maned Lionel? And so, yeah, that's a white mane. Good to know. Thanks, man. Thanks, commenters. You're the best. Goodbye. You don't see me, actually. I'm not sure if you knew that. He legitimately does not see me. I am standing right here, and he just doesn't care. Why? I'm so stealthy. I've upgraded... In the last episode, I upgraded my gear, my stealth gear, up to 2 stars. And first of all, it gave me an insane night speed up. I was outrunning horses without a movement speed buff, without a potion ticking down. And so now I'm also super stealthy as a result. I love this build. Alright, the next thing, which I need to do, which you guys recommended to me, is explore the Popla Footlands, or Foothills, and Dea Lake. I've been told this isn't particularly important, but it's one thing to just cross off the map. I'm going for kind of 100%. I mean, as 100% as you can be with Breath of the Wild. It's like trying to 100% Xenoblade by getting every single piece of equipment. Or Animal Crossing. Not gonna happen. I did not mean to do that. Grab this as I'm being harassed in the face by arrows. And I'm gonna run. Bye. I'm not getting a shrine indicator, so it looks like there are no shrines here. But who knows? Maybe there's a Great Fairy, and you guys aren't telling me. Who knows? Maybe there are a bunch of Korok seeds. I don't particularly care. Also, it looks like I can just walk on this lake. Oh, this is one of these lakes. Hey, you have a Boko Club. This is not going to go well for you. This is not going to go well at all. What are you even doing? Die. What? When you see someone with a legendary blade that there's only one of and it's indestructible, you don't come at him with a club. It's just common knowledge, actually. Wow, there are a bunch of snails in there. You gotta wonder what caused this devastation, because did Ganon, whenever he unleashed the Powie, did he just unleash everyone everywhere, like swarms of bokoblins, like in Skyward Sword or something? Or did he instead, was it like a political thing? These people ended up dying off because they ran out of food or something. Can I fall down this well to my death? These are all questions and things I need to ask. What is... Put this in there, I guess? Yep. Or rather, what probably happened here... What? Wait, what? Oh, Stone... Wow, I missed him. I definitely missed him. Or, you know what probably happened? What probably happened was... These people ended up just leaving because... They discovered a spring and it ended up flooding their little town here. What do I do against this guy? I forget. I think I need a spear. Why am I going to this menu to equip the spear? I do have a spear. Equip that. This is not working. There. I feel like I'm playing the end of... I'm living through the end of Ocarina of Time. Get out of this water. The camera's doing some weird things right now that I don't like. I'm actually having difficulty with the Talus. Is this what I've come to? Kill that. Thank you. Get some amber. Can I hit it from here? Yes, I can. That was unnecessarily difficult. In this house is a chest with an opal in it. Not bad. And then there's another one over there. And then I think I've picked this place clean. Unless there are just some other random Korok seeds around that you can always tell me about and I'll come back for. I think that this area is picked clean. Looks like there's one of the dragons over there, the Thunder Dragon. Don't need to bother with him. And in this house is a... Amber? A purple rupee. Great, I had 0, so every little bit helps. Okay, I think this area I can pronounce, unless there's something down here. There's probably something down here. It's named. There's a weird... What even is that? There's a weird thing there. You see that? So we'll go down and look at that. That's weird. What on... Oh. Let's go down and look at that. And then I'll proclaim this area beaten. Oh, it's a log. A giant log. What? You know, this is weird, but I feel like this log has a purpose. I think that we're supposed to get this rock to the top of it. I mean, I'm gonna go up to the top and then check, because I don't want to just try to get a rock up here for no reason. An iron shrimp. But I think that's what they're trying to get me to do here. That just makes strange amounts of sense for Breath of the Wild. I thought this was going to be like a dragon skeleton, but no, it almost looks like we're supposed to get this rock to the top, and then somehow... There's the dragon. Wow, that's a low-flying dragon. Get it in here? I don't know. That's a weird... This is weird. Big tree, though. I'm just not sure what they want me to do, what they're trying to get me to accomplish. There's nothing really in here. Oh, there's this. Oh, I bumped into it. I didn't even see that. I got the Korok. I just don't know what they want me to do with that rock. That's a bit weird. So there's a Poe down here, and that is why this area exists. Otherwise, it looks like Dea Lake doesn't do anything for me. I can use Magnesis Scout, but I think that this area is cleared, meaning there's only one shrine left in the Pharaon region, I've been told. And we're going to be tackling it next episode, but for now, there's one final thing I'd like to tie up, and that is located in the Korok Forest, and it involves us completing a quest which I began quite some time ago. If stepped on by this, you will go poof. It starts with an H and ends with an oof. So, I took this a little bit too literally, and the actual answer is it angered me a little bit. So what I thought was a Hinox tooth, because it starts with an H, and if you consider how childish the Koroks are, it would end in an oof, because it was a Hinox tooth. But that's not what they wanted. What they wanted, oh my goodness, starts with an L and ends with an oof. Yes, it says hoof in it, but it still starts with L, which means this isn't the right solution. But it's what they want. The Hinox tooth, that's what should be, that's the solution that should have been in the game. That makes the most sense. But it's something that's wrong. That's it, you got it. I knew you could do it, Mr. Hero. Here's your reward. And we get a, actually, that's a good reward. I'm fresh out of riddles. You outwittled me. Very impressive. Okay, the reward is worth it, but the solution to get there is frustrating. It's pretty frustrating. So, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode in any capacity, please click like. If you didn't, then drop a comment telling me how I could make the next episode so that you would like it. I release new episodes of Breath of the Wild every Monday and Wednesday, and join me next time for a hopefully not super long episode. And that is something I've been meaning to talk about, and I'm going to use this space at the end of the episode just to talk about just that. I completely get that the last episode and the episode before that were a bit strange, because one of them was pretty long, and the other one is, what, 16 minutes long? And that's because originally I had meant for those two episodes to be one episode. They were supposed to be one video, but I was forced to cut them separately, because there wasn't a good stopping point where I could make them both like 25 minutes long. It would have meant I would have had to stop in the middle of a quest. So there's no way I could edit around it. But whenever I start recording, towards the end of that recording, I usually get really brave with how much I decide to throw into an episode. I'm just enjoying playing the game so much that you'll notice that there are a lot more cuts, because future me is having to compensate for that and fit a lot more into an episode. So you can usually track when a session starts and when it ends by that alone. So that's just a result of that. And sometimes, honestly, there are going to be those short and long episodes. While I may try to control the length of them, this isn't Pikmin where the game regulates you. It doesn't have natural stopping points. The stopping points that are in the game are the ones I design. So sometimes it will lead to long episodes, sometimes it will lead to short episodes. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, I'm not saying this because you guys complained about it. I'm just saying it for mainly myself, so I don't have to justify it in the comments later. And so, this series is a little bit more freeform than others, but that's not a bad thing. It just means that you're always going to be surprised. Sometimes you'll get a short episode, sometimes you'll get a long one. I'm trying to make sure that they're not all long, because that was Okami, and a lot of people didn't like the series because of that. They were all 40-minute episodes. But I'll make sure that it evens out and averages out to around 30 minutes in the end. So, that being said, join me next time when we go catch a giant horse. Alright, I've been thinking of this intro, like having it in my back pocket for a while, so you ready?
Oh god.
Hey guys and gals, I'm Pal. I'm joined by Lario. Let's go.
What the? That's it.
Mount. Cajole this horse. Cajole this horse. I do have stamina food. Let's use it now. I have one shot where I can use this